you doing now? What do you do now?
So right now, as a 9 to 5, I run a farm in ÄSSA WANI.
You run a farm in ÄSSA WANI?
Yeah. So I breed pigs full time. But on the weekends, maybe like Thursday to Sunday, that's when I become indecisive to DJ. And then I'm also doing
So right now you are into agri. What did you decide to do at agri?
Because I knew that I was going to relocate to Ghana, and the job I had in London, I didn't think it was going to be prosperous to continue. I was a full-time model in London, and I also did interior designing, but I didn't think that it would be as prosperous to do it in Ghana, and I wanted something in general that would benefit not just a small sector of people, but just a large scale of people. So we all have to eat, and that's why I wanted to get into agriculture.
So your parents are Ghanaian, right? Yeah. Your mom and your dad, they are all Ghanaian.
Yeah, I'm a Shanti.
You're a Shanti. Where are you from? Which part of the are you from?
What, Kumasi?
Which part of Kumasi are you from?
Oh, don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. I'm so terrible, I really am. I always go to Kumasi, that's the thing, yeah. So I stay in DJing, but I'm not from DJing. That's the thing, yeah.
So you stay in Accra, right? In Accra, for now. So I can see you have, so right now you're buying activities and DJing as well. How do you see the DJing for now?
I feel like DJing is always easier for me, only because I'm so in touch with music. So it didn't matter what I was going to do, I knew that I was going to bring music into it. So I used to write music, but I knew that I didn't want to be the face of music, if that makes sense. I want to be in the background of music, which is like more producing, DJing. So that's why I chose to pick up DJing. And in Ghana, I feel like because I'm so in touch with the nightlife industry, it makes sense for me to start DJing. Yeah.
Back to the farming, is it your expectation? Have you met your expectation or what you were thinking? Have you met it?
I didn't really set like a target or goal with the agriculture. I just told myself that I need to do something for money, but then I also want to do something that will benefit a lot of people at the same time. So I feel like personally my goals, I feel like I've accomplished them, but there's always more to do really and truly. So there's always more work to be done really and truly.
So you've relocated from London to Ghana now. You're not going back, right?
I have plans to go back maybe like in the next 2 years. But
Why would you go back?
I want to do more DJing back in London. That's
Space over there more than Ghana, right?
I wouldn't know, that's the thing, because I started DJing in Ghana, but I just want to venture out more in general. So not just the UK, but just travel in general for my DJing.
That's nice. I respect that. I can see you're a fan of tattoos, right? You're a fan of tattoos, right?
Yeah, I am.
So how many tattoos do you have, right?
I have 30 something tattoos now.
How many?
30 something, I don't know, I don't think I have
30 something, over 30 tattoos.
Yeah, 30 tattoos.
So, can you tell us where you have your tattoos? I guess your hands, you have them.
They're mostly on my arms, and then I have like some around my thighs, and then the sides of my body, and then my chest area. So yeah, I think on my back. I think I have a little one on my back. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Why do you have so many tattoos?
So truth be told, I've always been an insecure person since I was a child.
Being insecure?
A very insecure
What do you mean?
child. Very just self-conscious of my image, really and truly. So I just didn't think I was pretty. And bearing in mind, I was dark-skinned, raised in London, and you were bullied hardcore if you were dark-skinned, raised in London. So really and truly, it started from the insecurities, but mostly also because I was born and raised as a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not sure if you know what Jehovah's Witness is, but they're very, very, very strict. So it's like I was living in a household that was very strict, and then it's like I'm living a lifestyle that is not meant for me personally, because I wasn't supposed to get tattoos. So that's when I ventured out, and most of my tattoos are actually religious, so Bible quotes and stuff, really and truly. But yeah, it's mostly just the self-representation of who I am. Most of my tattoos identify, for me personally, you're not going to find another tattoo the same as mine, because I designed them mostly, and they're all for me personally, yeah.
So let's look at what you have on your around here. I can see you have so many. What are these? Oh, this sign. I know of this sign. You have all these signs here.
Yeah.
What are you telling? What are you preaching? What do you tell?
My adding cry symbols are personal to me. So I feel like everyone is in touch with certain adding cry symbols. So as I said, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So just because I'm not a Jehovah's Witness anymore, I'm still a very religious person. So God is truly supreme, really and truly. I feel like that's such a common tattoo in Ghana in general anyway. And then the rest of them is more like perseverance, learn from the past and hope. So I normally get tattoos just to remind myself, to uplift myself on things. That's personally why I get certain tattoos done.
That's fine. So tattoos are fun. You're fan of tattoos. Just be there and be like, let me have a tattoo. They talk to you or something. That's you have like a knife, is it a dagger or something?
It's a dagger, yeah.
Why do you have dagger?
I'm not gonna lie to you, that one I did when I was like 16. So
you did that when you were 16?
Yeah, when I was 16.
How old are you now?
I'm 25.
25.
Yeah.
So at what age did you start getting the tattoo?
60, that was my first one.
Tattoo? At the age of 16?
Yeah. I would never advise that. Don't do
Why would you advise that? Why would you advise the tattoo at that age?
Yeah, it's just too early. You don't. It's a permanent commitment, really and truly. If you're gonna tattoo yourself, and it's like, as of right now, I mean, I don't mind keeping the sword, really and truly, but it's like probably later on, maybe when I have children and I'm older, I'm probably not gonna be in touch with having like the sword between my chest, really and truly. So that's what I would say. Just wait a bit and then choose what you wanna do. Yeah.
So what? Let's talk about how your parents taking this. How did they take it? Because at the age of 16, now the tattoo.
Well, I only told my mom when I turned 20, so I hid my tattoos for 4 years.
So your mom didn't know that they had a tattoo?
No. That's what I'm saying. I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, so I literally could not have them. But when I turned 20, that's when my mom decided that she doesn't want to be a witness anymore. And that's when I told her. My mom then grew bigger as well, so obviously she was coming with me to go issues, so she would see my body. So I just confided in her. And honestly, she could not believe my mind, really and truly.
You were surprised?
She was very surprised, but one thing my mom did say is that she's glad that I didn't have stupid tattoos. Like, she thinks that they have substance to them.
So, you have a boyfriend now?
No. I'm very busy. I'm a very busy person, to be honest. Yeah. I'm doing farming, I'm modeling, I'm DJing, yeah. It's a lot, to be honest, really and truly.
You don't have time for guys out there?
I'm very concentrated on my craft, and DJing is my, like, I'm trying to concentrate right now. Yeah.
That doesn't seem to be a lot.
No. I don't think looking like this, I'm a virgin.
Why you say that?
Really and truly.
So how do people take it, like, you coming from, London, settling down in Ghana, it's been like 3 years, been in Ghana for like 3 years, you are into agriculture, pig farming, how do you blend the two? How do you blend all these things?
I don't even know how I do it myself sometimes, but I feel like it's just about balance. So I always like plan my whole week out and I know what I'm doing. If I can't do certain things, I'm not going to pressure myself and be like, I'm going to take the things. I feel like my main priority is my farm because people work for me, so if I don't work, they don't eat as well. So I feel like that's my priority. But DJing is like, if I don't DJ, it's not anyone else. It's going to suffer because I don't DJ.
So right now, how long have you been farming?
2 years now.
How many pigs?
I've got like 30 something pigs now. Yeah, so we just sold a batch right now for manufacturing purposes. But yeah, now we've got like piglets.
Is it lucrative or profitable business that's growing?
I feel like pig breeding, there's not much competition. I'm not a judgmental person, so she's not going to see someone with tattoos and just automatically judge them. That's just her preference.
So that means your mom and your dad, they are not there anymore, right?
My father passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your father passed away when you were 16?
He passed
Before
away
you
in
didn't have
2019. No, after. But I wasn't in touch with my father actually.
Okay, that's when they had broken up, right?
Yeah, long
They
divorce.
separated. I'm very sure you got a chance to get out and because of father separation.
No,
How did it?
my father suffered on my mother, so he would have been more accepting, really and truly. Yeah.
But you talk about why you left to witness. Why you left? Why did you leave?
It just I was born into it. Like I didn't choose to be a Jehovah's Witness, and I feel like that's the biggest decision you're gonna make. If you're gonna make a commitment to God, it should be your own personal commitment, not because your parents want you to something. And same for my mother, she was also born into it as well. So she later realized that it's not really touching her to be honest. Yeah.
But are you a witness?
No, I'm not.
Why? You stopped, right?
No, I stopped.
Why? Why?
It wasn't in touch with me anymore. It just wasn't for me. Yeah, like I'm a strong believer in God. I'm a very spiritual person, but I feel like religion really and truly is made by man. It's not made by God, really and truly.
Really?
Yeah.
It's made by man.
It's made by man,
Right.
yeah.
What do you mean by that?
It's made by man, really. Like Christianity, Islam, all of them. It's made, we all follow one God. There's not multiple gods, is there? There's only one God that created the world. Really and truly, man has just created different narratives of what to call him. Really and truly, so Muslims call him Allah. You know, Christians want to call him Yeshua, Shri, I'm guessing, yeah. So that's what I'm saying to you. Really, try. Like religion is man-made, but spirituality is something that's within, really and truly, and that's your personal relationship with God to determine how close you are with make God, really and truly. It's not up to man.
Is that you don't believe in God, right?
No, I don't think believe in God. I think no
You believe
offense.
in Christianity?
Christianity in Africa, honestly, it's not ideal, really and truly.
Christianity,
Christianity in Africa is not ideal, but that doesn't mean that there's no God. Do you understand? Because Christianity, I feel like it really does blind a lot of Africans. Yeah, it really does. It minimizes the potential that we can reach because we tell ourselves that we're going to wait for God to do it. We're going to wait for God to do it. And that breeds places to be breeds the potential of something. Because you tell yourself, oh, God has blessed me. God has blessed me. So me personally, I feel like all religion is not the best, but just follow what God is doing. Like, yeah.
Exactly. You know what church right now?
I can't step foot in a church unless I know for a fact that like a church is going to open me with open arms and not judge me. I don't mind stepping into a church, but my family chooses to worship at home.
For example, sitting in the home, maybe celebrating church.
Yeah, we all know those churches.
Your mom, your little brother, yourself. You don't go to church. You pause.
You know, my concept of church really actually is not, you know, godly sense anymore. I feel like I've lost that completely only because not all pastors, but majority of pastors are in this work really and truly for the word. It's not a voluntary service anymore. It's not a helpful service anymore. And I feel like if someone is going to lead me really and truly, it should be someone that makes mistakes just like me. Really and truly, that's it, just like me. So that's why I said that I choose to follow my Lord. I've read the Bible 7 times, really and truly.
Read the Bible
7 times because I was a witness and I was ordered to do so. So I know that book back to front, really and truly. So I feel like if you apply everything that he states in the Bible, why do I now have to do examples of how to lead my life, how to choose my dressing, you know, how to choose my hair? Yeah, it's just not for me to do.
Indecisive.
Yeah.
Indecisive from fact.
Thank you.
Oh, what's the handle? What's the handle? So that my audience will check you out there.
My Instagram is Indecisive DJs.
Indecisive DJ.
Yes, the S.
Okay, let's talk about where people see you outside. Ghana is not, very normal out there for people having tattoos and like you move from London, settle in London to family. Like, what do you say?
Yeah, I feel like Ghana in a whole, I feel like Ghana has really accepted me, like as a whole. And then you get the few that still have this like very traditional mindset. Because I can't really blame people, like you're used to a certain demographic, really and truly. And not to say that, oh, no one looks like me. I see people in general that got tattoos and piercings and stuff. But when they do see that, it's very appealing. So they are quite like taken aback and stuff, like especially if you do it like so unapologetically. Because I feel like I do it very unapologetically. Like people stare at me and I come back the next day looking at me. So I feel like Ghana as a whole is accepted. It's just a very small few that still have that very traditional mindset. And they don't get to know me as Elizabeth as an individual. They just look at my exterior and they feel like I'm some bad girl. They actually don't know me. Literally. Yeah.
That's what you think you've noticed about that.
That's what I know for a fact. Yeah. That's what I know.
I know your final words what you have for them.
Catch me December, I'm going to be DJing everywhere in this Accra, hopefully Kumasi. So definitely, take care, guys.
And you want to pick you should come to.
Yes, please. So follow me at Indecisive DJs for more updates.
You'll be taking pics too. I'm very sure one day you come to London and start farming.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
But before, we have piercing as well.
Yeah.
So one person after you have piercing. Why piercing?
Yeah.
Yes, they be funny.
The piercings, I just like my ears covered.
How many piercings?
I think I've got 10. I've got 7. Yeah, I'm not wearing all of mine here, but I've got 7 of those.
7 years.
Yeah, and then I've got bad places tattooed. Yes. So yeah.
So it's pierce.
I've got cheeky places. Yes. Yeah. Very
So you pierce the nipple, right?
Yeah, I pierce my nipples. Yeah.
But you present so not to this now. No, just a piercing. But this is cheap.
Yeah.
What I say? You understand? You understand what I say?
Yeah. I'm a shanty though.
You understand what I say?
Yeah. No wait. Can I ask you something? Why did you assume that I can't understand you? Can I ask you that?
Okay.
Can I ask you? Why did you assume I don't understand you?
Because if you've lived in Ghana for like let's say 3 years.
But I'm a Ghanaian.
Yeah, Ghanaian. And I think maybe you might be good at speaking with people, but you're not all that good.
No, I feel like I'm not good at speaking to you, but I understand it very well. Yeah, and in my farm, they speak dialect of Cree, and in someone, I picked up a lot of things since this year, really and truly. So when people assume I don't understand you, I just let them assume, really and truly. But with you, I just had to let you know that I do understand what you're saying.
Okay, so right now, yes, you have yes, your bad places, yeah.
No, just my chest.
Just your chest.
Yeah.
And your nipple.
And then my navel, yeah.
Is it nipple or nipple?
My navel, yeah.
Nipple, okay. Where should you get there? I have to have writing there.
Yeah.
What do you have there?
Oh no, that's my
No,
favorite.
writing there.
That's my Bible quote, but that's what I'm saying. Don't do tattoos when you're young, because that was my second one, and it wasn't from a licensed tattoo artist, so you can't even see it well. So I have the same quote on the side of my book.
So before you do tattoo, you have licensed personnel would have to do the tattoo, right?
It has to be well, in Ghana, it's very free to be honest, but in the UK, there's no way you're going to be able to tattoo. So even my tattoo artists got arrested, really and truly. You can't tattoo without a tattooing license in the UK, unless it's like very, very underground, but they always check it out, that's the thing, really and truly.
They've been checking out tattoos seriously?
Yeah, because you can get very serious infections and people have to do surgery, so that's why they have to maintain the validity of it, really and truly.
Wow.
But you know what? I'm going to shout my tattoo artists because in Ghana, most of my tattoos are done from Tattoo by Grey in Asylum Down. Because people assume when they see my tattoos, I done the wall in London, and I actually did 20 here. So
You did 20 tattoos in Ghana,
yeah.
and
So most of
over
them,
10 in the UK.
So he did most of mine, so he smashed it. I'm definitely going to shout out Tattoo by Grey.
Okay. The name for me is like Ghana. I just had, short conversation with Indecisive. You can check her on
Instagram. Indecisive DJ.